And the day came when the risk it took to remain tightly closed in a bud was more painful than the risk it took to bloom. This is the element of freedom.
Go.
Hi, we're Lady Luck Films, and this is part 3 of I'm Coming Out, real people and real stories. And we're gonna have Stimulating share her coming out story. So
Get on 3 TV, subscribe.
Oh, it's okay, you can go ahead, film her.
Oh, what am I supposed to do?
Tell your story, I'll edit it. So.
Oh. My grandmother knew about me coming out before my mom knew, because she caught me on the phone with this girl, and she was, you know, we was phone boning basically, and that's what you call it, phone boning. And so after she found out, she went and told my mother when I was on the phone with my mom. My mom started freaking out, but she was like, fuck it, and I guess she didn't believe it, so she waited until I got home and was like, oh, what's the shit I'm hearing? And she was yelling at me, and I was like, yeah, I'm gay. And that's how I came out. And she started throwing shit, crying. She told me I wasn't nothing, like all this other bullshit. You know, just basically chewed my ass out, made me feel like shit. And then was like, well, you gotta go. And she kicked me out. I went to stay with my grandma, and my grandma made me dress like a girl and all this other shit. And then she was like, well, I can't deal with this. You gotta go back to your mama's house. So I went back to my mama's house. This bitch, she went. I was at school. I went to school one day because we wasn't talking at all. I went to school one day. And I came back and she had all of my boy clothes and she had love letters and shit laid out on the table, and she was like, well, what the fuck is this? And it was some girl that I was fucking with named Jalen, and she was like, oh, I know that ain't no boy name. I know that's a girl. And I was like, yeah, you right. She was like, why the fuck you got love letters from girls? And I was like, I told you I was gay the other day. And she was like, oh, you was just saying that shit to make me mad. I was like, no, seriously, I'm gay, I don't like boys. And she was like, no, you're not. And I said, how the fuck you gonna tell me what I am? I'm gay. And she was just like, well, okay, whatever. And then she let it go, and I was like, well, can I have my letters back? And she was like, hell no. I said, well, give me my letters back, and unless you paying for my clothes, I need my clothes back. So after that, I just packed all my shit, and I left. I was still underage, so I would still have to come back, or else she would call the police on me, tell them I was running away and shit. But I just left. And when I finally sat down and told my grandma the whole thing, she was like, oh, well, you don't need to be gay. And she started reading Bible verses and the whole damn Bible to me, just preaching.
Did it
for
mess with your
hours
religion
and
at all?
hours. I mean,
as far as like how they just try to like throw the Bible on you?
like, yeah, I was like, damn, y'all supposed to be some Christians, right? Y'all leave me the hell alone. Like, I don't have nothing. I don't have a problem with religion or no shit like that, but like, I believe in God and shit, but at the same time, that's not gonna stop me from, you hear me? At the same time, that's not gonna stop me from liking females. Like, I'm not about to stop liking a female. I feel that. Thank you. I appreciate that. And so when I talked to her about the whole situation, she said, well, I don't condone it and I don't accept it, but I guess you just gonna do what the fuck you wanna do. And I was like, yeah. And that was it. And now I'm still coming out because don't nobody fucking believe me. But
Why don't they believe you?
it's been 6 years since I came out. They think that I'm too pretty to be gay and that it's just a phase, and I got mad at a couple of boys.
Have you ever had boyfriends before?
Yeah, I had boyfriends. When I came out, I had a boyfriend. That's what really like confused everybody, because I was kind of on a low with my shit at first. I was a femme at first, and when I came out, everybody was like, what the fuck, well, you got a boyfriend? And then he went on my MySpace. That's when all the church folks started looking me up on MySpace, and they went on my MySpace and they saw all these rainbows and shit. And by that time, I was just like, fuck it. And then I came out to the church. And my boyfriend was just like, oh, you gay? I don't want nothing to do with you and all kind of shit. I was like, so? Because I was fucking with a girl around on him anyway, so whatever.
Yeah. Well, thank you.
All right, and that concludes the third interview for
I'm Coming Out. real people, real stories. So every Sunday check in, and we want them to subscribe to your MySpace. I mean, not MySpace, but YouTube.
MySpace, honey.
I know, I meant YouTube.
D803 TV.
All right.